Namaskaram. I'm happy to share with my Rasikas and well-wishers some Virithams and Shlokams. But first, I must tell you the story of my discovery and experience of certain exalted lyrics, in particular some Tamil works devoted to Devi. It was probably in the year 1978, perhaps a year after I started practice as a chartered accountant. An outstation client came and left his file with me to read, saying he would come back the next week for a consultation. When I opened the file to read, a small booklet fell out of the file, a small pocket-sized printed book. It turned out to be a copy of the Abhirami Andadi. Out of curiosity, I started reading it, but I could understand next to nothing. Therefore, put it aside. Through school and college in Kerala, I had happily studied Malayalam and Sanskrit, and had also reluctantly learned some Hindi because it was compulsory. But I had never learnt any Tamil in school. I had learnt a little bit of Tamil at home because it was my mother tongue, just enough to converse and to be able to read the notations and lyrics in music books. When the client came back the next week, I returned this booklet to him. But he said, "Sir, please keep that book. I believe this book was meant to reach you. It was destined to reach your hands. It is one of the copies which were distributed by the Kanchi Paramacharya." So I accepted it with reverence, and I read into this non-coincidence a blessing as well as a command from His Holiness. So I went out and bought the 4-volume detailed commentary on the Abhirami Andadi by Kivaja. It gave a word-for-word meaning and a detailed interpretation of each verse. For the next few weeks or months, I hardly read anything else. Friends, I must tell you, it was a revelation. I was overwhelmed by the beauty of the poetry, the profundity of the philosophy, and the outpouring of bhakti. So I went on to sing many of the Antadis in my concerts, and my experience of singing the Antadis in front of Abhiramavalli at Thirukadayur has been an experience of its own kind. But the love of Tamil poetry in praise of the Devi, which had been triggered by the Paramacharya, led to more discoveries for me. I went on to discover the Vadivudai Manikyamalai by Ramalinga Swami. I added those also into my repertoire of Virithams for my concerts. I even composed a Pallavi, drawing the lyrics from the first verse of the Vadivudai Manikyamalai, and presented it at Thaipusam, Ramalinga Swami's day, about 30 years ago. I also later discovered the Vaishnavi Antadi as well as Meenakshi Pillai Tamil and Sakala Kalavalli Malai, both composed by Kumara Guruparar. And there have been many other such discoveries and wonderful experiences over the years. Bharatiya's adoration of Goddess' transcendental beauty has been very close to my heart because I have been a lifelong worshipper of Goddess Kanyakumari. As an expression of gratitude to the Paramacharya for lighting my path and leading me to these treasures of poesy, jnana and bhakti. Treasures of jnana and bhakti soaked in honeyed Tamil poesy. It has enriched my life. As an expression of gratitude to the Paramacharya, I am singing some of those Viritams and Shlokams. I had many Sanskrit Shlokas in my repertoire from my school days, of course. So I am going to sing a few Viritams and Shlokams for my Rasikas and well-wishers. Durgam Devigam Saranamaham Prapadye.